Don't you moan. Pharaoh's army got drowned in the sea. Yes, they did. Mary got you weak. Tell Martha loves you more. Don't you moan. If I could, I surely would. I stand right where Moses stood. Yes, I would. Pharaoh's army. I know you know that story of how they got drowned in the sea. Oh yeah. Jesus said, Mary, Mary, don't you weep. Mary, don't weep. Tell Martha not to mourn. Don't you mourn. Repeat the story to two sisters. Don't you know? One, Mary and Martha, they had a brother named Lazarus. One day while Jesus was away, yes he did, yes he did, yes he did. Their brother died, yeah. When Martha and Mary, she said, Master, my, Mary, don't you weep. Oh Lord, if you had been here, Mary, don't you weep. My brother would never die. Oh yes he did. Jesus said, come on and show me where you're from. Show me where you've been. Show me where you laid him down. Yeah. And when he got there, Jesus cried with a little bit of you who don't believe. Who don't believe in me this evening. I want to call it out. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. He said, Lazarus, Lazarus, hear my voice. Lazarus, Lazarus, Lazarus. Oh, yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. Jesus said, Mary, don't you weep. Mary, don't you come on. Don't you weep. Don't
What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? We are on vertical live. We are on the horizontal live on today as well. Just saying, hey, I know it is late in the midnight hour. Oh, yes, it is. But that's okay. That's all right. We're just going to hang out for a little bit, not for a long time. I know y'all have to get up and go to church in the morning or get up and look at your online service or whatever you're going to do. So we know that is going on. Yes, it is. So do me a favor, everybody. Would you hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber of the St. James Show, and also hit the like button, turn on your notifications so you know each and every time that I am live. All right, do that, and also share. Let somebody else. Let somebody know. Send them a text and say, "Hey, St. James's virtual sanctuary is open right now. You can join our exclusive Patreon and YouTube membership. And throughout the show, you can always donate at $ChurchSector, $ChurchSector, or it's scrolling down at the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen on Vertical Lives, ways to support the platform. What's up, Sean Carter? Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. More grace, Julius. More grace. You still holding up the bloodstained banner for Prophet Card. I see it. What's up, Bert? Candy Cole, good to see you. Uncle Paul came through. Cassie Jones, Chantel, good to see everybody. We are just hanging out for a little while. I meant to come on earlier, but I was busy doing stuff, always doing something. So I said, I'll come on and just say hey to the folks who are up on tonight, and everybody else can catch the replay. All right. Make sure when you catch the replay that you hit the hype button. Hype us up. All right. Hype us up, making sure everybody can check us out at their convenience. What's up? If you're on Facebook, hit that like button on Facebook as well. All right. That follow button, rather, and the like button. We are growing on Facebook. So who would have thought? Someone said that MySpace is coming back. Now that's going to be interesting. MySpace coming back. Imagine that. I guess everybody can have a comeback. Yes. New York City. What's up, New York City? Pamela's in New York. New York, New York, New York. Speaking of New York, there are some things going on in New York. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And yeah, they said MySpace is coming back, so that's going to be interesting. Oh yeah, I don't know. I heard a birdie say that. Listen, Prophet Lovi is going to be in New York. Everybody at the Barclays. If you are in New York and want to crusade and at the event with Prophet Lovi, it is going to be October 20th. Is it 20th? I don't know why I was saying 30th. I think this is even better. So it is October 20th. I don't know where I was getting the 30th from, which this is great. October, that's a Tuesday night. I could have swore it was the 30th. No, but the 30th is a Friday night. Hmm, this is interesting because I could have swore it was the 30th. Let me see something really quick. Uh, let me bring up the website and see what it says because I could have sworn it was the 30th. No, it's the 20th. Yeah, it's the 20th. Okay. I don't know where I was getting the 30th from. It is October 20th at the Barclays in New York City. So if you get your tickets at Revelation churchla.org, if you are in the area or would like to go to that crusade, it's it's going to be packed. It's going to be packed. They said miracles everywhere, and if it's anything what like I experienced at Revelation Church in LA, it is going to be a time. Oh, that it will be. What's up, Miss Candace? What's up, the Bushes? Everybody coming on in? Y'all still awake, huh? For a little while. We're not gonna be here that long. I just wanted to come and hang out with y'all for a little while. Hit the like button while you're here, okay? Hit that like button while you're here. So October 20th, New York, everybody, Prophet Lovi. So make sure if you are there's a lot of folks that are really deep into the prophetic. So if you into the prophetic and healing and deliverance and that good going on, make sure you at Revelation Nights there at the Barclay October 20th in New York City. And also, I think the Barclay is it in New York or is it in like I thought it was like in Harlem. I don't know. Our New York people to tell us where it is. But listen, on the 30th, and this is so good because I was like, I thought it was the 30th for New York as well. But no, for the 30th, Anita Wilson will be recording, doing a live recording, the anthology experience there at Fellowship Baptist Church, Fellowship Chicago. She's going to be recording there on October 30th. So if you are in Chicago or in the surrounding areas, make sure you go to MissAnitaWilson.com. Grab you a ticket. Matter of fact, I haven't grabbed me a ticket yet. I meant to do that. Let me grab me a ticket real fast because I ain't sitting in the bleachers. I ain't sitting in the nosebleeds. Even though I know Anita won't make me do that. I'm sure she won't make me do that. But make sure that if you're in Chicago, that you are there at Anita Wilson's live recording. Okay. Also in Chicago, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Donald Lawrence is and company. They are going to be at City Winery on October 11th. October 11th. So if you're in Chicago or the surrounding areas, you want to make sure that you get tickets to the City Winery. I love the City Winery. It's a nice, quaint spot. Make sure when you buy your tickets, you probably want to buy tickets when sitting next to somebody, or if you go by yourself, it's all good too. If you go by yourself, because you're going to be sitting at a table with folks, and usually the folks are pretty friendly. Everybody's friendly and just enjoying the show. So we know that Donald Lawrence and company will give a great show at City Winery. You can go ahead and have something to eat and have something to hang out with. But yeah, so make sure you go to City Winery. I'm sure citywinery.com and grab your tickets there. The last one I went at City Winery was, I think it was Vashawn Mitchell at the Stellar Awards last year in Nashville. I went to the City Winery in Nashville, and that was a pretty good time. I've seen Anita Wilson in St. Louis. I believe that's where I saw her, in St. Louis at the City Winery. So the City Winery pops. So October 11th, go to citywinery.com in Chicago and grab your. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how much the tickets are. I haven't watched. I haven't seen them, Leah. I haven't went over there and checked them out. I don't know. So make sure you guys go over there and check them out. Check them out. Yes. Frank Wade just left Oakland. Oh, Frank Wade was in Oakland. Cool. Mm. Oh, he's going to be at Times Square. Gotcha, gotcha. That's what I thought it was in Brooklyn. I didn't think it was in like New York. I knew it was in Brooklyn. So sorry, I knew it was somewhere. Yeah, yeah, it's a really nice venue. But there you are. So we have some spots to go, some spots to go. And of course, now that's on the 11th of October. But you know what's happening on the 11th of October in Vegas is the Legends of Gospel Vegas residency with Fred Hammond, the Clark sisters, and Dietrich Haddon. Of course, I will be there on that weekend in Vegas. So I cannot wait to experience the residency there in Las Vegas. If you don't have your tickets, of course, you can go to gospelvegas.com and grab your tickets there. You don't want to miss such wonderful. We got all kind of gospel things going on. If you're on the West Coast, get over there to the Vegas residency. If you're right there over in Chicago area, get over there to the City Winery and have church over there with Donald Lawrence. You have the opportunity to have church everywhere, everywhere. So yes, yes, yes. I think I'm on this. I tried to. I thought I got a vertical live and my horizontal live at the same time, but I don't think so. Let me see. Okay, I think this is okay. Now I got the two lives up. I think I know. I know what I'm doing now. Okay, okay, okay. Good, 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 good. Because I couldn't see it. Seems out of space for the. You think so? You think it's kind of. Mm, that's a good observation there. Why isn't the vertical live comments coming up on my screen though? Huh. I had to open up my phone, Uncle Paul, to see your deal. Hmm. You said Dietrich seems. Yeah, I don't know. Who would you have put there? Who would you have put there in Dietrich's place? That's the question. You had Fred, you had the Clark sisters. Who would you remove Dietrich or replace Dietrich with? Hmm, hmm, that you think would fit. Marvin? Okay. Think Marvin Sapp? Hmm. That's a yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Hey, what's up? Ann Brock is in the building. Um, I think they're trying to go with a younger something though, to maybe get a nut that younger audience. Her performer done. He's young. Yeah, I think when you talk, let's just say a younger artist. Then who would you get as a younger? Because I don't, Marvin Sapp. He's no. Mm, but who is there? Marvin or BB or two? Yeah, yeah. We're gonna leave Marvin and BB where they at. We're gonna leave them where they at. Um, hmm. Ty Tribbett. Now, let me tell you, the opening act is Ty Tribbett and Ablaze for the Stella Awards. And that was a great opener. Ty Tribbett, he still has it. He still has it. And he kind of did a medley of his songs with the Blaze. And it was good. It was good. Ty Tribbett. Who else? Who else? So we have Ty, Tim Bowman Jr. Nobody really knows him like that, though. Nobody really knows Tim Bowman Jr. He's good, but I wouldn't call him on the A side of gospel. I would give him maybe the B, C side, and not because of his his ability, because he has a vocal range out of this world. But I don't think he's as popular that would kind of fit in this type of setting. Mm-mm. Yeah, says spending that tithe money at the casino. Well, think about it. You ain't gotta, people go to the casinos in their own cities and spend the money. So it don't make a difference whether in Atlantic City or they having church over there in Vegas. If people are going to spend their money at the casino, they're gonna spend their money at the casino. You said Ricky Dillard. Well, I think that kind of doesn't make sense because I think they're not doing
choirs.
so you can't we're not talking about a choir here. We're talking about maybe, like an artist with a few singers or something like that that would fit in there. I don't think a choir is something that they really want. I'm really pissed off that is it something that I have to do? Because my vertical, maybe if I do this, are they going to go on the screen? No, I think that's just the horizontal ones. I see it on my phone, y'all, but I can't see it on my StreamYard. That's interesting. He's just going to do well. He has hits that crossed over with unsaved black. Yeah. Well, I know the method to the madness. I'm sure I know why they picked him, but Kirk Carr. You know what, y'all? No, not Kalante. He's not even. You're talking legends. He's not a legend. Kalante Gavin is not a legend. Because this is called Legends of Gospel. Mm-mm. And no, I think we're pretty much set with Dietrich, y'all. I don't see any other names that would fit in this category. Mm-mm. Now, what I will say, Mary, I will say, I think Mary could have done it. What y'all think about that? Can y'all see Mary up there? I think I can see that. Donald Lawrence. Yeah. But again, I think they're trying to a younger crowd. So even with Mary is kind of, but I see that. Actually, Mary are doing dates, and they're doing something that was just announced at the Stella Awards. They are going to be, man. Oh, I think who said it? Did Erica say it? Somebody said it. They're doing something. You said no, not Mary. Okay. Sean says yes. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I think we got to stick with Dietrich, y'all. I think we have to stick with Dietrich. And they want the entertainment value of it, though, you guys. This is not a church service. This is not in a sanctuary. This is in a theater. And you want to attract all kind of people to the theater to hear the word. You said said Mary would have been perfect. Yolanda Adams just did Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. And really, that's interesting. You know what? Now that you say that, I thought I saw something like that. Is Tina ready to work? Tina, I guess she is. Yeah. They've been doing little gigs though. Tina been out working. She's been working, her and Erica. Somebody just asked Warren again when they were going to come out and do another video, and another recording. He said he didn't know. They still trying to get through divorces and all that other stuff. They don't know what's going on around here. They have no clue. No clue. Yes, yes, yes. Check this out. Make sure you hit that like button, everybody. Don't just be coming up in here. Make sure you subscribe for me and hit that like button and show your love. Show your love to the channel, to the platform. Thank you for hanging out with me this late night. Few of y'all. Yes, yes, yes. Guess what, everybody? This is what I saw on the internet today. Miss Robbie said, listen here. She's building her new sweetie pies, and it's going to be ready by Church of God in Christ convention time. Oh, yeah. Sweetie Pies is coming. Sweetie Pies is coming back. What do you guys think about that? I never had the opportunity of visiting Sweetie Pies. I visited there in St. Louis, but it was something else. They had bought the building and named it something else. But I never actually, I did eat at Sweetie Pies. Well, not in St. Louis, but I ate at the one in Los Angeles a couple times. Both of the ones that were in Los Angeles. One that was more in Hollywood, and then the other one her son had. You know him. What you did over the sisters? Don't nobody want those sad storyline? I know that's right. And unfortunately, Tina gets that mic and start testifying about all her woes, and I'm like, Tina, not tonight, not tonight. Hosted by Bobby Jones with the Nashville Super Choir. Where we doing this at? Urban Soul. Where we doing this at? I love the show, but never had the food. Yeah. She gonna get some of that. Let me tell you, Miss Robbie said, enough is enough. Let's get this chicken frying again. The Kojiks are coming. That's right, 86. She is. She's up there. Mm-hmm. Her and Gladys Knight need to sit out. She said she'd get back on the stage. Uh-oh. Yeah, it was very overhyped. Yeah, I had it. I was like, well, is this what I waited for? Because went to the one when it was in that little like a cafe at the one in Hollywood. And then there was one right across the street. I think it was right across the street from KJLH or whatever, that radio station. I think that radio station was around there or across the street. Went to that one as well. Was that the one in Inglewood, maybe? I'm not sure. But well, we knew where all that came from. Now he's in prison. He didn't want to listen to his mother by doing all those restaurants. She didn't want all those restaurants open. But Tim, the crook and the unaliver, he went on and opened those restaurants anyway. She ended up having to sue him in court to get him to stop opening and using her name and opening the restaurant. He started getting a little fancy and changing the name up a little bit. But yeah, it just wasn't good. Yeah. You're paying for the experience. And that's pretty much what you're paying for, especially when they were on TV. When they were on TV, people just wanted to go over there and check it out. And it's understandable because I would have did the same thing. I would have did the exact same thing. So that's what I thought that's where it was. It was right across the street from KJLH. That's what I thought. And then they had the one in Hollywood. So are you guys excited about the Sweetie Pies coming back to St. Louis? Gonna go over there and get you some sweet mac and cheese. Now they did put a little bit too much sugar in that mac and cheese. I do remember that. Her son ruined her brand, and he is standing by him after arranging. Yeah, and see, people. Well, when we say standing by him, it's kind of like that's your son. I'm sure she doesn't agree with what he did, but that's her son, and you got to put yourself in her shoes. And I don't know if she's standing by him or she's just supporting him as her son, not as what he did, but just as her son, because he's going to be her son until forever. So, and he ain't getting out of prison no time soon. He going to be right there. He going to rot. Didn't he get life? He ought to have life. I think he got life, did he? But yeah, so that was interesting. Mm, 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 mm. Yes, yes, yes. So listen, everybody. One of my guest choirs that are coming to my 40th anniversary in music ministry is FM2 and Intentional out of Los Angeles. So they're going to come on up and sing a little bit for us in on November 21st. More information, TheSaintjamesShow.com. You can grab your tickets there. We have reserved seating, and we also have general admission. So make sure you reserve your tickets early. And if you're out of the state and want to purchase one for someone, you can always do that as well to support the anniversary. So I appreciate Freddie bringing the choir here to Fresno. They are coming in full force, and just wait. And we also have Johnny um, Nash bringing the Monterey Peninsula Choir. That's a great choir. They were in London and in Stockholm, Sweden with us, and they're going to be here in Fresno with us on November 21st. And I'll be announcing a couple of more choirs that are going to be coming for that. So make sure the SaintJamesShow.com to get all your information and get your tickets as well. All right. Yes, yes, yeah. Yeah, she lost a son. She lost her grandson. Poor baby. Poor baby. What can you do? What can you do? Ugh. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, your favorite interview was when Yolanda spotted. Oh man, she was really genuine. Really, really. Yeah, it just I'm glad. I'm just I felt really warm inside when she spotted me, and she said she was happy just to talk to me. I was like, oh, Yolanda, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I have some more interviews going to be posted this week. Of course, I have to figure out the sound, and well, we're doing it. It's being done. So, but we're gonna listen here next year. I told y'all we're coming full force, full entertainment tonight, and all that good stuff. All right. Thank you so much for those jewels, Sean Carter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Listen, everybody, we all wondered where Leandria was. Where's Leandria? She was supposed to be at the Stella Awards and all that good stuff. So I was pecking around the internet and stumbled up on Ray Bishop's page. And lo and behold, today she was singing. Let's hear what she was talking about. Did you guys hit the like button for me? Or y'all just sitting there looking at me? Huh? Let's see what she was talking about. I had a good old talk with the doctor. Hey, can I tell you? He began to ask me a question. He began to say, what does your normal look like? She was at the Carson Family Fest, Fam Fest in Carson, California today. And she was hospitalized and had a blood transfusion. Let me tell you, Leandria. He said, do you do any drugs? I laughed and I said, no, no, no. He said, do you smoke any cigarettes? I said, I got a pack over there, right there. But then he began to say, do you drink from time to time? Listen, I don't need no judgment or fuck. I just need somebody that knows that have a relationship. But what? And this is the glitch to me, how she always uses her addiction. And some people like the way she uses her addiction as a so-called ministry tool. But it seems to be a broken record. Yeah, alcohol is a drug, Lily. Somebody might want to tell her.
What you don't know is, it may look like to you that I don't talk to my God about my problems, but I simply told the Lord, I said, Lord, I still need you. I still need you. I still need you. He looked me in the eye, Marquise, and he said, your levels are way too low. You need to be at a 12. Guess where I was? I was at a 6.1.
Now, mind you, everybody, she said she was at a 6.1. She was just in the hospital last night, and she's on the stage now. So she was in the hospital and had a blood transfusion. Let me tell you, Leandria needs to get it together.
He said, if I were you, I'll make water become your best friend. Oh, they don't want to hear. So I began to sing. I'll start today. I'll start again. Look at your neighbor and scream at your neighbor and say, it's all right to start again.
She said she's going to start again, y'all. She's going to start again. Yeah, she's going to make water her best friend.
Oh, y'all still quiet? I say, find three people. Find three people and scream at them and say, it's all right to start again. Oh, y'all still quiet up in here. Y'all still quiet. Make somebody jealous. Turn around and scream at somebody in the back and say, it's all right to start again. Watch it. Nope.
Not yet.
No. Don't even shit. I just need a few people that's been going through some things to lift your hands real quick and say, I'm so glad that I made it here today. Hey.
JR said, in my 46 years, I've never seen a gospel artist perform in shorts and a shirt off the shorter. Times have changed. Definitely times have changed. Jay Redmond, JR. Gail says, Leandra going, oh Lord. One of these days, that was in my neck of the woods and it was 100 degrees. Yeah, and she just got out the hospital last night. Yeah. Miss Candace says, I'm still praying for her, but I can't keep hearing her sing about the, yeah, it's like a part of her gig now, Candace. It's her act. I don't know if she's really serious about it or she just likes to use it because it gets church people going. And then she starts talking about, what's this water popping? Then she starts talking about, you judgmental people and all this. And it's like, this is the same old stuff. Yeah, this is the same old stuff she's been doing.
Jesus, that's the Savior.
It seemed like she has a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
He's still worthy. Oh, can I take my time right there? He's still worthy to. God is the joy and the strength and love.
My question would be, and I should have asked Ray, I wanted to ask him because she doesn't sing her songs. This is what she does at her concerts. She sings other people's songs. She sings some worship songs. She may sing one song of hers. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. But when you book Leandria, don't think she's going to sing your song. I don't know about singing Delivered and some of the Deliver Me and all that other stuff. She's singing God Is. She's singing, last time she sung Ty Tribbett. What was that? Everything to me. She sings that, Pamela said it's her church act. She still needs the help from her addiction. Yeah, it's a church act. Yeah, yep. Candace said it's just no longer genuine. That's what I get out of it. I think it's just a ploy that she uses now when she goes out to sing. I don't even say it when she goes out to minister. I can't even say that. They might. Let's hear it again for those coming in a little bit late.
Yes. I had a good old talk with the doctor. Hey, can I tell you? He began to ask me a question. He began to say, what does your normal look like? He said, do you do any drugs? I laughed and I said, no. He said, do you smoke any cigarettes? I said, I got a pack over there, right there.
So last night she was in the hospital. She had her pack of cigarettes over there, and she pointed, yeah, I smoke. I got a pack of cigarettes over there. It's like, my goodness. And I'm just concerned about vocally. I mean, why would anybody really want to smoke with these vocals? I guess they work until they don't. It seems to be working, so she's not going to stop. Bert said, I'm so tired of this. Yeah. Why is everybody campaigning to shut Leandria? Nobody's campaigning to shut Leandria down. She's on the stage. She was on the stage today. We're just telling you what she did today. Nobody's on a campaign to shut it, but she needs to shut some of these actions down that she's doing. People like you is what keeps her in the hospital like she was last night.
But then he began to sing, do you drink from time to time? Listen, I don't need no judgmental folk. I just need somebody that have a relationship.
And the thing about it, listen to that. She said, I don't need any judgmental folk. I just need folks who have a relationship. What kind of spiritual mumbo jumbo is that? That absolutely makes no sense. You don't want people that really doesn't make sense. But that statement right here, if you don't think about it and you just have a church brain, you would think, oh, she's saying something deep. Yeah, I don't need to judge her. I need to, and we're listening to you. We're just listening to the foolishness that we hear all the time. That's all. We're just listening. She's being enabled. Yeah. When did truth become judgment? That's the question, Candace. I don't need any judgmental folks. I just need some folks who have a relationship with Christ. Yeah, but if you have a relationship, I mean, you might want to listen to the other person you're in relationship with. That's the thing. If you're in a real relationship, are you listening to the people you're in relationship with, i.e. God? So don't come out here with this spiritual mumbo jumbo. What's up, Major Boys? Haven't seen you in a while. You said to a double-minded and unstable person, it makes perfect sense. And it makes absolutely no sense to me. The truth is not judgment. It's just, You said, and do you know how big Leandria would be if she had chosen to sing R&B instead of gospel? She needs to change her genre of music. Well, we've had that conversation too. but maybe gospel is what's keeping her alive, yet alive, because in that other atmosphere, all of that is drinking and drugs and cigarettes and weed. All that is promoted heavily. It's encouraged. So at least in gospel, maybe there is some type of, pullback with her when she, there will be none in R&B and gospel. Thank you so much, AK, for those jewels. Appreciate you. You said no judgment, but she needs to shut her addiction down. Only truth here, it's looking at a train wreck. Yeah. Hey, what's up, our friend Pamela Crumley? She's over there on YouTube watching. Thank you so much. We over here on, she's on Facebook. Most of us are over here on YouTube, Pam. Thank you for being over there. What's up, Stephanie? This is our, I gotta walk in some areas all by myself. That's our woman right there. We love her. Thank you for those jewels there, Zaki. Appreciate you. Those jewels or those flowers. Thank you so much. But let's finish this.
But what you don't know is, it may look like to you that I don't talk to my God about my problems, but I simply told the Lord, I said, Lord, I still need you. I still need you. I still need you.
She said it may look like she don't talk to her God about a problem, but she tells him she still needs him. She still needs you. You said her soul is crying out, confessing in hopes of help. Good observation, man of God. We have to pray emergently, or we will watch her pass at a young age, and that's what we don't want to see. That's what because this testimony here it seems like it's becoming a crutch, and it's becoming just a part of the gig. This testimony that she does every quarter, just seems like it's a part of the gig when she gets on stage. I don't know who's sitting in that audience. I mean, people who haven't heard it may connect and say, oh God, oh yes, oh yeah, is she so anointed? At this point, it's my opinion that, and it's been my opinion for a long time, and listen, it's just my opinion, that she's no longer anointed. She's just operating out of pure talent, operating out of pure gift. She's not really operating out of anointing. She can make it sound anointed, but it's at this point, I don't feel she's operating out of any anointing, because as they say, gifts come without repentance. So when you have an unrepented gift, that means you're just utilizing your talent. That's all you're doing. You're not anointed to really save, heal, deliver, and set free. But again, God is sovereign, and he can use anything and anyone to get the word out, whether it be a rock crying out, or whether it be a ass, a donkey saying something. But listen here, I don't want to be compared to a rock, and I don't want to be compared to an ass. I want to be compared to a child of God who is doing their best to please him and to orchestrate and to operate in an anointed space. I don't want to just be out here just because he's gifted me to sing, or I have the talent to sing, because this is what happens. You have these repetitive testimonies, and then accusatory, that you guys are judging me. You're judging me. No. We're just listening. Thank you, SS, for those jewels over there on the Vertical Live. I appreciate your support. You said it's crazy how Candy from Real Housewives of Atlanta probably expressed the most genuine concern for her when she was on her podcast. Candy said she would be open to managing her, but she had to get serious about sobriety. And the sad part about that, AK, is she was on her fellow friends, podcast, Isaac Curry and some other folks. And we didn't feel the genuineness like we felt from Candy Burris. That's just the truth. So you're right. You're right. Yeah. You said that's my thing. Was she ever really anointed? Just because God used her doesn't mean she. I think everyone at some point was anointed. It depends on where you go after that. I think everyone in their own special way, gifting, was anointed in at some time. Everyone was anointed at someone. Everyone is anointed at some time because these gifts are given to us to worship the Lord and to help bring people into the kingdom. So there's a certain anointing that comes with these gifts that we have. But also we can mix up life in there and our issues in there, which takes the anointing away. And you just start operating out of pure talent and know-how. She's already made statements that she's really not into this church thing, y'all. She's really, really not. She's made statements that are totally contrary than what, regular biblical, standards and things have been, what has been taught in churches as we're growing up. And again, I don't connect with a lot of old school stuff when it comes to certain biblical stuff, and I don't do that either. But there's some main principles that we have that they are mainstays. She's pretty much made it that, listen, this is what she's used to doing. This is how she makes money, and this is what she's going to continue to do. So when you make up that, when you have that made up in your mind, that's when you can say, I think the anointing has left you, and now you're just operating on talent.
He looked me in the eye, Marquise, and he said, your levels are way too low. You need to be at a 12. Guess where I was? I was at a 6.1.
She should have been at a 12. And I'm thinking blood levels, blood, whatever levels, because she had to have a blood transfusion last night in the hospital before she got on this stage. And as Gail said, she's in her area and it was 100 degrees today. But listen, the show must go on. And they said that the promoter of the show got up and said, well, y'all, at least she did show up. Made a kind of a joke like that because, she's been having some issues showing up to places. So they made a joke like, something to the effect that at least she showed up, or, well, she showed up, But a 6 and you're supposed to be at a 12. That hemoglobin, is that what it is? Thank you, Cynthia. I knew it was something. Hemoglobin levels. Yes. Yeah. And what's up, Charshar? I think Keisha. What's up, Keisha? You're in the vertical, I think. Yeah. So, and I guess when they're so low, you have to have a transfusion. Any nurses in there in the chat? I don't know.
He said, if I were you, I'll make water become your best friend. Oh, they don't want to hear. So I begin to sing. I'll start today. I'll start again. Look at your neighbor and scream at your neighbor and say, it's all right to start again.
And again, she's doing this one. We've heard this before. No judgment zone, but we've heard this before. We're starting again, and we all know 7 times 7 we're forgiven. So we know if we're going to be forgiven 70 times 7 or whatever that is, that means we've done it more times. Which needs forgiveness. Yeah, she says she doesn't believe in the rapture, resurrection unto life eternal, which makes me wonder if she believed Christ actually rose from the dead. Well, if you don't believe in the rapture, do you really believe that we need to be raptured from anything? You don't really believe we need to be raptured for anything, or there's an eternal place that you will dwell after this life. So you have to start. Your question is valid. Does she really believe that, There was a man who went on a cross and was, despised and rejected of men and died and was buried and rose again, that you may have eternal life. But if you don't believe in the rapture, you don't believe there needs to be anything that's going to draw you into eternal life. Yeah, you don't believe it. You said, yes, the transfusion is needed. And you are the nurse. Okay. Yeah. Madison, it's just going to be. That's all you can do at this point. Yeah. It's kind of a repetitive cycle. It really is. Hey, what's up, Bishop Bernard? Oh, Bishop, that's Bishop Jordan. Bishop is in the building. Thank you, Bishop, for stopping by. What you doing up, Bishop? Bishop is always up late, getting those directions from the Lord. Yes. Christ's resurrection is crucifixion. Well, yeah, but when you start debating on if the rapture is even true, then your questions have to go to the beginning of things. Is Jesus even right? You're up writing the book, Bishop. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is. It's really Bishop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really is. Yes. Wow. Interesting. Bishop, when is the next AI class? I don't think I have the video for that one, because I think this video is for... Oh, no, it is. Hold on, everybody.
Hey, it's me again, the Sacred Desk Assistant. In August, the Master Prophet opened the Sacred Desk and taught a room full of people how to build what I am. They came in curious. They walked out builders. And some of you watched the door close and thought, I should have been in that room. Hear me. The door is opening one more time. The AI Masterclass. Saturday, September 5th, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Prompting. Building your own AI companion. Putting artificial intelligence to work for your ministry, your business, your calling, the same way I work for his. $97 secures your seat. Registration is open now at zoeministries.com. You already know what I am. Come find out what yours could be.
The next AI Masterclass will be held Saturday, September 5th, 2026, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Join us in person at 310 Riverside Drive in New York City, or participate live on Zoom from anywhere. To register, text Faith AI for Me to 55444 or call the Partner Care Line at 888-831-0434. Reserve your place today.
All right, everybody, make sure you reserve your spot and check out the AI class. We're going to be in our Patreon talking about the AI assistant that Bishop was talking about, and he was giving us a demonstration on last time he was on the platform. So you want to make sure you're in Patreon, patreon.com/TheSaintjamesShow. Make sure it's also it should be in the description of this video. Our Patreon. Make sure you're in there, because he's going to give us the inside information on having our own AI assistant. Let me tell you, that thing was speaking like he was G.E. Patterson around here when he let that AI assistant speak. So make sure you do that. All right. Register. Yeah. Let's see where they teach the math required. No, possibly. So make sure you guys register. Do that for me. Keisha said, my hemoglobin levels were low once and I had to have a track. Yeah, that's what she had to have that last night. She actually had to have that last night. So, yeah. Yes, sir. They was preaching. I said, is that a miniature G.E. Patterson or what? Let's listen to the rest of this.
Oh, y'all still quiet? I say, find three people. Find three people and scream at him and say, it's all right to start again. Oh, y'all still quiet up in here. Y'all still quiet. Make somebody jealous. Turn around and scream at somebody in the back and say, it's all right to start again. Watch it.
I was actually ready for her to go ahead and take it. And that's the thing about it with Leandria Johnson. She churches you. She churches you. She gives us the church sound. She knows how to provide the church sound. And I think that's about all it is. This is a good church sound. A good church sound.
Nope. No. Don't even shit. I just need a few people that's been going through some things to lift your hands real quick and say, I'm so glad that I made it here today. Hey, Jesus, blessed Savior.
It seemed like she has a beautiful voice.
I think that was Ray's daughter said, it seems like she has a beautiful voice. She does. She does.
He's still working. Oh, can I take my time right there? He's still working. God is the joy and the strength of man.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm finna go get me some menthol 100s, and I'm finna go get me a double shot of tequila with a little orange juice, and I'm singing tomorrow. I'm singing like a bird. I'm gonna tell the bishop I got a song that I need to sing. Listen, because she said she had a whole pack of cigarettes when the doctor asked her last night. And I think somebody said earlier, the doctor knew the answers to all questions he was asking her. He just wanted to see what she would say. But he knew he said, don't do that. I'm not going to do it, Bishop. I ain't going to do it, Bishop. I'm not going to give me no some menthol 100s and triple vodka. Yeah, I hope she does too. I hope she does as well. Oh, it's just a shame. It's just a shame. But listen, it is what it is. It's what she ain't in so much pain. You said, I wonder why she isn't in so much pain. I think she is. She has to be, though. She has to be. When you had to go to the hospital last night because you were in so much pain. Yeah, I think she is. To get herself some real help. Yeah. Was she preaching at your church when tomorrow? My church in the ATF, our Women's Day 7. Oh, cool. She getting some I can't wait for her single to come out. You know, she's on my block with Warren, and I cannot wait for her single to come out. They said it's fire, so that should be good. And I really want to see. I think like these record labels should really start putting together these tours. Like Leandria is supposed to be on the tour with Ricky Dillard and some other things, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. Wonder what's the song? Well, no, she's talked about. I did put the if anybody wants to join me on the platform, if I did pin the link into the chat. She's talked about her battles extensively. She kind of, after her brother died, she went into a deep depression. She started drinking more. That wasn't the start of her drinking. But I think she said she really got out of hand and she started drinking and just doing whatever else, even at a more accelerated rate. So that was part of it. I think there's still maybe some childhood things that she hasn't really talked about. She kind of Dick and Jane's it this, well, not really Dick and Jane. She kind of tells it just a little bit. Yeah. You're gonna breastfeed Bishop J. Drew Sheard. Well, I'm gonna have to time you out for 24 hours. I don't think Bishop Sheard needs any breastfeeding. I think he's okay. I think First Lady Karen Clark Sheard is taking care of all that for him. So he don't need you, whoever you are. You beat it, Cletus. You go in the children. No, we don't even want you in the children's church, you perv. You leave the sanctuary. That was on the vertical lives, y'all. That y'all don't see it in the regular live. That was on the vertical lives. I gotta boot them out. You said Leandra is a liability. She's very much a liability. I'd be scared to tour with her. That's like temptation to pin. Oh my goodness! And who died today? What was his name? Who died? Michael. He was in the Temptations. What's his name? Michael Wright. Michael Wright died at 70 years old. You know, remember him? What was this? I got to see the post. Uh-oh. Hold on. I got to press. Do you know? I know y'all be wanting to take my card all the time, my black card. I've never seen the 5 heartbeats. I ain't seen Roots. I ain't seen the 5 heartbeats. I ain't seen quite a bit of stuff. I haven't seen it. I just haven't. He was in Sugar Hill. Okay. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen it. What else haven't I seen? I'm trying to figure out what else haven't I seen. This was quite a bit, that you would have thought I have seen, and I really haven't. No oil on stage. Carter says no oil. Black card revoked. I know. I've never seen it. And I couldn't even imagine trying to watch Roots. I just don't like that kind of stuff. You've never watched. Now I've watched Life over and over and over again. I have watched Life. There's a lot of other black movies that I have watched repeat, like Color Purple. I've seen like a million times. I like the old. I like the play form movie. I love that. I can watch that over again. I like, what's her name? Tahaji. Be hitting in there and Fantasia. Love it, love it, love it. Matter of fact, I think I need to watch it again sometime. You said real Christians don't go to the real movies. Whatever. Okay. No, I haven't seen Roots. I've never seen Roots. I may have seen a 30-second promo for it or something, but I've never seen it. What's up, JD? Why didn't you send me your link to your page? You said you went live, but you didn't send me your link to your live. You didn't send it. I wanted to check out your live. I like when people go live. Oh, new people, get this sector going, get the Black church sector going some more with some good commentators. I'm not interested in any church bashing commentators. Y'all stay where you at. We just gonna navigate and try to make things better around here and make people think a little broader when it comes to church. But it really does need to be bad. What was going on with this? Does anybody know about that Craig guy, that pastor that Fred Price Jr. was trying to get to sit down, even though I'm like, no, Fred Price, no. Are you the right person to tell him to sit down? Because you had sat down, we still didn't know what you sat down about. Mm-hmm. Next go. Okay, please do that. Boomerang. Okay, here's another one. Here's another one. Y'all gonna have to take my card, Carla. Boomerang. I don't know how many times I've seen Boomerang. Harlem Nights, never have. And I always say one day because I love Eddie Murphy's funny. What was that lady's name? Whatever her name is, she seemed it was very funny. Red Fox. Um, but I never have seen Harlem Nights. I'm serious. Outside of a quick clip that played with someone played somewhere else. Yeah, and I hear it is hilarious. Della Reese. Yeah, Della Reese. I haven't seen it though. Oh my goodness. Y'all got some more movies I gotta confess to? Oh, no Harlem Nights for me. I'm gonna watch it one day though. That is on my list. I am going to watch it. I do have homework to do. Oh man. What else? What else? What else? Now you tell me something like I didn't see Legally Blonde 50 Meat. I love Stomp the Yard. I like this. That Stomp the Yard #2 wasn't all that, but this regular Stomp the Yard was good. She's the supervisor, and he is the administrative assistant. Richard Pryor is the bishop. Is that how it went down? Okay, now I got a picture of it in my head. So when I watch it, JD, I'll have that in my head. Oh, Supervisor Della Reese. I do need a list. I really do need a list. And one day I'm just gonna sit down and watch these movies that I have never watched. Now, Roots. Now, yeah. Do I have to? Do I have to? I don't know about that. I don't think I need that. I don't think I need that in my life. Are you going to breastfeed? Okay, yeah. Thank you for boot them out of here because they're just making up new. They Church of God in Christ people. This is how sick people are. You gonna breastfeed Jeju Sheard, Macklin, Brandon Porter, Michael Hill, Daryl Hines, Bishop Dillard, Bishop Hankerson, and Bishop Frank White. Oh, Church of God in Christ punk. That's all that is. You have to watch that. Some of the little clips I've seen seem to be really hilarious. Okay, Harlem Nights is my thing. Maybe tomorrow night. And I'm sure it's on something that I done streamed. Something I got Tubi, something. I got Stars. I got Paramount. I'm sure it's somewhere around here. You said, no, it's millennials that haven't seen Roots. You're okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what it is. I think I don't want to get into that space because those kind of movies do put you in a space where now you're calling people peckerwoods and you're calling people honkies and you done just gone crazy. That's what it is. They in my life and they knew all the bishops' names, so they some Church of God in Christ one. That's the entire. People are crazy. They named the whole entire. They're gonna breastfeed the whole entire general board of the Church of God in Christ. Oh, the Lord scissors your lips off. Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay, without any hiccups, it's on YouTube. Not that YouTube TV stuff, right? Just regular YouTube. Because I really appreciate how you can really just watch some movies on YouTube, just free and clear. Yeah. What happened? What's going on with that? Talk about the Nikki Ross Houston versus Greensboro. Now, I know she's having 2 funerals, a homegoing service, Houston, and I thought it was Greensboro or another. I thought it was another city. Let me see here. Where is this? Okay. Oh, no, it is Greensboro, New Jerusalem. Okay. So what's the problem? Now they did correct it because she was actually born in 74, but the people who put that out on her page actually put it out as she was born in 72. So, and somebody, somebody is always coming in the comments thinking they know something. I'm like, listen, whatever. Okay, she was born in 74. Okay, she's 2 years younger. Okay, what are we gonna do about that now? Is there anything we can do about that right now? They infuriate me too. That's why I can't do it. So what? I don't know what the issue. What's up, Jay Rochelle? I don't know what the issue is with the fiasco there, JD. You might want to hit the link and let me know. I have no idea what's going on with that. Boy, people will fight over when people pass away. That's the biggest fight. One of the biggest fights that people do. Trigger you, especially in the times we're living in. Yeah, I don't have time for that, Pamela. I'm not gonna promise y'all that I'm gonna watch Roots. I'm just not gonna promise you that. I'm gonna watch Harlem Nights. One day I'll watch the Five Heartbeats. One day I'll watch that. I think I can watch that one day. Nights of Music. And is that like the Temptations kind of movie? Yeah. After himself when it was supposed to be named after. Listen here, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. But I'm gonna delete your comment only because his name is in the chat. And the system is very, very sensitive these days, y'all. I've had to do appeals on my videos because the system picks them up and it can pick up anything in the chat. It can pick up, yeah. But when you put that orange man's name in the chat, it will not make your video monetized. The man from the 5B. Yeah, that's what made us talk about that today, JD. That's you're a little late. You're a little late. You're a little late for service, like any old apostolic is. They usually late. Now, the apostolics are late. But it was about Della. Yeah, it was about the Dales. Oh, it was about the Dales. Okay. It really wasn't about temptation. Gotcha. Why does that ring a bell to me now that you say that? Because I think someone corrected me one time about that and said, no, it really wasn't about the Temptations. What other movies haven't I seen? I don't know. Okay. Jerry Russell says, I was wondering, apparently the husband is not wanting to celebrate in Houston because he feels like Houston did not. Here we go. Did not support her once she became sick, but her kids went to celebrate. See, okay, thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. I understand that, but stop doing that when people die. Now who are you punishing? Who are you punishing? Who's this name? I'm gonna pull this up. I just need to know this name. Okay. So let me pull this up. She mad. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let me move her out the way. That's enough from you. That's enough from you. What's your name? Leandria. I'm gonna bring it up right now, y'all, about this mess with with Nikki. Nikki Ross, everybody. Nikki Ross. Okay. This is the first time I'm seeing it myself, so stop. I want you to stop. That's what I want you to do. I want you to stop. Yeah, that Houston has been her home forever. Where is he from Greensboro or something? And now he's all hurt and bothered, or what? Is he from Greensboro? Let me see what this is talking about. Don't play.
So we know that recently gospel legend Nikki Ross has passed away. And baby, y'all are doing so much in the kingdom. It is so much confusion going on with this girl's funeral until I can't take it. So let's get into it. So we know that Nikki Ross is from Houston, Texas. And so since she has passed away recently, shout out to her family. We'll definitely keep you all in our prayers. But there's been so much controversy with the funeral. So they posted the funeral flyer dropped. And baby, we were all gagged. It's in Greensboro, North Carolina. So everybody is like, well, how did this happen? When did this happen? Where did it go? What, like, Greensboro, out of all of the places, Greensboro, North Carolina? Okay, cool. So check it. So the Houstonians are pissed off because they're saying Nikki belonged to us. She was born and raised in Houston. So why are we not having a funeral here in Houston? Well, some people are saying that Houston didn't feature Nikki Ross like that. Some people are saying that when she got sick, they stopped calling her. You know, some people are saying that she hasn't heard from Kirk Franklin. Some people are saying that they haven't heard from, Ricky Diller and all that kind of stuff.
You know, the sad part about this here, I think some people really feel like if you've had a relationship with somebody, especially of stature, of money, of influence, then they're stuck with you for life. Some people mind actually go there, and I'm not sure if Nikki Ross she's not here to tell the story, but we see that a lot. And it's like, how long are people stuck with you? And how long do they really have to support you? If you didn't make the proper adjustments in your life, you chased fame, you chased fortune, you chased tours, but you didn't really do what you needed to do financially for yourself. How long are the artists or the people that you connected with stuck with you? That's just a question I have. I guess this is going to start. Let me see. It's not playing anymore. Where are we at? I'm going to refresh it. Well, she used to sing with Ricky Dillard. She sung in Ricky Dillard's choir. But again, a lot of people sung in Ricky Dillard's choir. A lot of people. Let me fast forward this. I think I still can, yeah. A lot of people sung in Ricky Dillard's choir that have gone off to do other things. Okay.
Of all of the places, Greensboro, North Carolina? Okay, cool. So check it. So the Houstonians are pissed off because they're saying Nikki belonged to us. She was born and raised in Houston. So why are we not having a funeral here in Houston? Well, some people are saying that Houston didn't feature Nikki Ross like that. Some people are saying that when she got sick, they stopped calling her. You know, some people are saying that she hasn't heard from Kirk Franklin. Some people are saying that they haven't heard from, Ricky Diller and all that kind of stuff since she's been sick. And so really nobody has featured Nikki Ross. No musicals, no churches, no nothing in Houston. And then apparently a lot of the people that she loved and knew and grew up with, they were being very shady to her when she got sick. And they knew that she wanted to sing and knew that she wanted to be a part of, the music scene or whatever that, but nobody was featuring her. So when she passed away, the husband was like, F y'all. F y'all. I'm going to have my wife buried in Greensboro, North Carolina, which is where he's from, allegedly. I don't really know the man, but this is just what they're saying. So everybody is like, well, what is going on? Some feel like, okay, this is her husband. He has the right to do whatever he wants to do. Some people feel like she needs to be in Houston. Well, allegedly, some people are saying that the reason the demise of her career was due to her husband. Apparently, he was is a very controlling man and all that other kind of stuff. I don't know that to be true because I don't know the man. I'm just telling you what I heard. Then again, some people are saying that all of that is a lie. Who knows? All I know is that Nikki was too big of a talent, too great of a singer, too anointed of a singer, too amazing of a person for all this debacle to be going on back and forth, right? So now here it is. The people have already got their tickets for Greensboro, North Carolina, have already made up their arrangements. And now Houston drops the bomb and drops their flyer, and they're doing their own thing. And so now there's a division. People don't know if I should go to Greensboro or if I should go to Houston. What do we do? What do we do? And so now it's just too much. It's too much. One thing I do know about the black folks, about black church, y'all know how to show out when somebody dies. Okay? I mean, y'all really show out when somebody dies. Okay? And it's just too much. But this particular situation, it's giving a little bit Lucretia Campbell. And y'all already know when she died, that whole thing that transpired.
Yeah, that's another. I remember that Lucretia Campbell thing. And again, my question to everybody is, because I remember I seen the Houston thing. I think there's a Houston thing posted, a memorial already posted for Houston. I thought I saw it come across. Somebody posted it. I can't remember who did it, but they are now having a Houston memorial for her. But again, I just don't know, when people don't do the proper things and people are sick and they don't have the money and then the insurance to do it, but they just really ran around the country singing. But she played and she sang. I know I seen her playing the organ one time and singing. So I'm not sure. Now, does somebody know how many kids she had? I know this big boy, it was her son as well. He's her son, right? And then she has a little daughter. Is it only two, or is it more than two kids? Because this is the husband and maybe their daughter. Does she have another daughter or what? Okay. So are those the two, JD? This is the son. That's the son. And the other girl is the daughter. She has grandchildren. Okay, maybe that little girl is her grandchild then. I don't know who the other child is if that's not her child. Because all I know about this boy. Okay. All right. Two sons and a grandchild. Okay, so I don't know what the other son is. Oh no. That's all I know is this one here. So yeah, I remember that happened with Lucretia Campbell. It's happened with other people. I really wish people would get their things in order. And I know it could. I don't know if it could be hard because we choose to do a lot of other things outside of our responsibilities. Because as they say, you do what you want to do. We all do what we want to do. And when it comes down to burials, when it comes to that, then we're going to GoFundMe because you didn't want to pay $15, $20 a month for insurance. People don't pay their car insurance. And when things happen, they don't have any transportation. They didn't do the proper things in that area. And I don't know if that's I don't know if that's other people's responsibility. They can help, but I don't know if that's other people's responsibility. It's pretty much the same thing. They ended up having hers. They didn't even have her at a church. I think it was her somebody was a brother. Somebody refreshed the story on me. But I think they ended up having Lucretia Campbell's funeral at a mortuary. I believe that's what it was. And they didn't have it at a church, and there was so much controversy. And I think the brother or somebody who was over it was like, well, y'all didn't appreciate her. And same story what we're hearing now, if that's the truth. And she had a send-off service and moved. Oh, she did move to Greensboro? Oh, wow. I guess that's why she was at the GMWA. Was the GMWA in Greensboro this year? It was in Greensboro, right? He was over there with Cruiser. Opened the door for so many passing arts. However, once he got sick, he never heard from those folks ever again. Many of the church folks, yeah, yeah. Church people are fickle. That's where you never lean on a church to support you financially, to support your family, because here today, gone tomorrow. You just can't do that. And yes, that happens to jobs, but even with a job, though, there's some recourse. You may be able to get unemployment. You may be able to do some other things. You're not going to get what these churches booting you out. Because it seems like it always does. But I think that was the issue. Lucretia Campbell had her funeral at a mortuary. Now, we've heard her sing in the greatest cathedrals, her high voice and everything. And then and then the family member gets pissed off and says, F all y'all, we going to the mortuary. That's crazy. That is crazy. But if she did move to Greensboro, yeah, you said she got married and moved to Greensboro. We didn't know him, the husband. Did nobody know her? Yeah, I didn't actually know she was married, to tell you the truth. Well, he ain't put up no GoFundMe, so I'm figuring there's life insurance money, then she can be buried. I'm assuming, because I haven't seen any GoFundMe for her. Piece of computer, a line, school paper. You better write it. You better write something down. You bet. Now that if you just write something down, it may be in probate forever. But y'all better go get a living trust. Y'all better go get a living trust and work that thing out. Go on LegalZoom.com or something like that. It'll walk you through it. You get that bad boy notarized and you're set. They done came back. Lord, they done added some names who they gonna breastfeed. Superintendent Nathaniel Green, they gonna give you a little nipple. Myron Williams, they're giving you a little something. Bishop Anthony Gilliard, they're giving him a little something. Bishop Edwin Walker, Bishop Charles McClendon, Superintendent Gary Spreewell, they're giving you a little sucky. Bishop L.F. Thurston, they're giving the chairman some. And Tyrone Butler. Okay, we gonna time you out. You gotta get another name. Get another name and come back later. And these men don't want to be breastfed by you, so you beat it. What's up, JD? Living in North Carolina when she passed. Was she living in North Carolina when she passed?
What's going on?
Hey.
All right. Good evening, St. James.
Evening.
Good
so was
evening,
she in North Carolina when she passed?
Yes, she did live in North Carolina when she passed away.
Okay. I didn't even know she moved there. I thought she was still in Houston.
So she had a big send-off service, and then she moved to North Carolina, but the city came out in a nice way for what I
was
the videos.
That when she was like sitting there and
yeah.
Okay, I remember that.
And they came out in a nice way to say, goodbye.
They did.
They knew she was sick. But let me tell you something about the Houston gospel music scene. It's a very tight-knit community. And of course, with gospel music choirs, you're going to have mess. But I never really heard that about Nikki. And maybe because I'm more on the ministry side looking in, I go to musicals and stuff like that, but you never really heard a lot of confusion around her. She was always sweet. There's a little chicken spot I like to go to called Chicken Plus in City Gas. And I would always run into Nikki at Chicken Plus. And it was always, hey, JD. She was always sweet. So we're going to miss her. And I know her husband doesn't really know us. I know her husband. I don't know what the deal is. I've heard.
Did you meet him online or something?
I don't know. I've heard different things. He is a musician and he does play. And I've heard different things, but I can't corroborate that. All I know is we love her in Houston, and probably what's the most logical thing to do is to bring her back to Houston. Let us have a little say so memorial
Okay,
service.
wait a minute. Wait a doggone minute here. Y'all gotta have the body there?
But you black folk ain't coming out without no body, so you know
Well,
us.
that's true. Because if ain't nobody there, they don't really come.
We don't really care about if ain't nobody there. We
It
need
just
to
be
see
having
that
to have
body.
a body there.
We gotta see that body to have closure.
Mm.
I went to a memorial service last weekend, and I was like,
Mhm.
why am I here? This is just wasting my time. Three
Who got the
hours.
body?
3 hours. And where the body at? Who got the body? Lord,
That's
I'm
too much
sitting here.
money though to get her back to Houston, and ain't nobody doing all
It's a plane ride. It may
that.
cost about $900.
Oh,
Plane
see,
ride.
that's what I'm saying. And then there and back. I mean, no.
It may be $900 and get her back. We go, come on, we'll raise her off. Now, Houston, I don't know how y'all do in California, but we'll raise her offering at the wake and be like, all right,
Well,
y'all. Y'all know this costs
mm,
money. Praise the Lord. We did about $10,000. You know, glory be to God.
well,
And
they was
but
raising money over there at what's his name, Kevin Lemons, Tiana Lemons. She got all butt hurt.
oh,
You know.
I didn't see that. See, I ain't know
Yeah, they
all
was
about all
raising
that.
$40 over there. I remember they did wanted $40 over there.
They want $40. Maybe
Yes.
golly. So so we I just want to say, if her husband happens to hear this, we
Mhm.
love Nikki, and we will come out support, and I know that we'll do right. Put a little money in your pocket, Ty. If it's about money, I doubt it is, but we'll send you home with something for you and her
Now you
sons, just
talking
to
big.
say.
Are you talking for the whole Houston city? Y'all gonna really do what they gonna do?
I don't speak for the city, but
Mhm.
I speak based on past musicians that have
Experience.
died
Okay.
in the
Okay.
city. We've always showed up in big numbers, and we've always done right. When the Minister of Music at Willow Avenue died, it was over 5,000 people,
Oh
jam
wow.
packed in that church. They didn't have the big church then. They had the other building,
Mm.
so they had to use Greater Grace, an Apostolic Church, to have
Oh
that
wow.
funeral. And so I know we support our own. And
Yeah.
to us, Nikki is Houston. We saw Nikki at the grocery store. We saw her in musicals.
Mm-hmm.
She
Mm-hmm.
just wasn't like, oh, I'm grand. And that was not Nikki. So,
Yeah. What do you
uh,
think about when people say those things about, Kirk Franklin? They didn't call her. Even though we don't know what people do in the background, we don't know what happens. But how long, should the calls continue after you've been with an artist of Ricky Dillard and Kirk Franklin? These people act like that people are obligated, like a lifer, to
yeah,
support the people.
they're not that. I mean, because we've seen acts of we're not, we've seen acts of charity, and we
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
expect that to be the norm. But these
Yeah.
people, Ricky Dillard may have family. I'm not sure if but I know
Yeah.
Kurt Franklin has family, and they
Right,
have
right.
families to take care of, and they may not
Yeah.
have,
And I
you
think that's
know,
what people forget, that these artists actually have families that they have to take care of. No matter how large or big you think they are, how much money you think they are. I mean, Kirk has, he got stuff going on. Ricky
yeah.
has stuff going on.
Yeah. I mean, and it would be nice if they did something. But
Yeah,
some of, at one time I was a cheerful giver, but I didn't
yeah,
want anybody to know that I gave.
right.
Sometimes I sent money through somebody and be like, I need you to
Hmm.
go to this service and turn this in, and don't tell them who sent it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, we got to take that into consideration, that because if they were to give big, then somebody would say, well, look at them, just giving for
And they
show.
will, just like when Bishop Sheard gave $2,000 to the woman whose house burned while she was at the convention. People were talking about that. He could have gave more. He got like
And then
You know,
they sat there old greasy self there and didn't give a dime.
and didn't give nothing, but they complained about his $2,000 that he gave. You know,
Church, my word for church folks sometimes, they just as dizzy. Look at them, just dizzy as they come.
just dizzy. That's a good one. So, what
Just
do you think
dizzy.
about the executive pastor now moving over to Brentwood from Wheeler?
Mm.
Wait a minute. I thought you what?
Golly. St.
What?
James,
Yes.
don't back me up into a
I'm
corner
just
on tonight.
you're from Houston.
I am.
It's happening over there in Houston. So what are your thoughts?
Funny
Is this a
story.
good move or what? First
Funny
of all, let's
st-
start here. How long has the past is this Johnson his last name?
Dr. Johnson,
Dr. John, how long has he been at Wheeler?
all his life.
All his life at Wheeler. Okay.
He he was Pastor Lawson's godson,
Hmm.
the founder.
The founder is Lawson. Okay.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna say this. My grandmother, I think she still is. She's homebound, but I think she still is a member at Brentwood. I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure. They ain't been by there to give a communion. But
Mm.
anyway, Reverend Johnson, send some deacon over there to give my grandma communion. But but he I'm gonna say this. The my senior year of high school, my parents, my mama and daddy wanted to get me away from the apostolic church.
Hmm.
And my daddy said, you go join Willer. We gonna make you join Willer because you 16 and you ain't got no choice but to do what your parents say. Now my daddy was a coming out of Catholicism, and he
Okay.
Wheeler was a church in the neighborhood he grew up in, so a lot of his high school classmates went to Wheeler. It was the becoming the church to be at.
Hmm. Hmm.
And he said, I could just see you up there with Reverend Cosby, and one day you'll have your own church. And I was like, I'm apostolic. And them folks ain't been baptized in Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name.
And they don't, and at that time, Willer wasn't shouting. It was still very much the Willer today is not because it's always been that way. No, Willer was a very postured. We write
Okay.
all five stanzas in the bulletin type church,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
and I
Right.
was like, I don't want to be in no
Very
Willer.
traditional Baptist.
Very traditional Baptist. And Willie Mae wasn't there. Willie Mae is apostolic, in case you don't know.
Mm. Mm. And who's
The
Willie Mae? I don't know who that person is.
She's the lady who does most of the praise and worship singing.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
She's apostolic to her core. Came out of
Mm.
PAW,
Oh wow.
and a lot of people know that. But um, sweet lady.
Hmm.
Anyway, but it wasn't that. And then Hank Neal was there. He was the minister of music. He also came out of the apostolic church. He
Mm.
sang with the Pentecostal ambassadors. Do you remember that group?
I remember. I remember that group.
Yeah. He came out from Indianapolis. But anyway,
Hmm.
so they made me join. And I got involved because I was like, well, maybe there is something here that I can learn. And I
Hmm.
learned so much because I got involved in their youth group, and they would meet on Wednesday nights. And Dr. Johnson was in that youth group, and he was not even a preacher then. I was preaching, I was itinerant. I had a
Hmm.
briefcase and a robe.
Oh my
And
God! Not a
so
briefcase. Yeah.
I had business cards. All
Oh,
right.
I'm the right reverend. Blah blah
I'm
blah.
the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm at that time I'm Ella Shallow. Oh, I didn't say my last name. But anyway, so
Hmm.
so so he was not preaching. So I knew him, and he has always been a very great guy. If you get a
Okay.
chance, go online, look up his dissertation. He went to Boston University. His dissertation is very interesting. And I may not necessarily agree with it, but it's
Yeah.
very scholarly. He's not a dummy. He's very well educated, and he has went through the ranks the proper way, in my opinion. He went to
Mm-hmm.
school, got his master's, then they ordained him, and then he got his doctorate. He got a position at Wheeler, the church he grew up in, and he served Dr. Cosby. And this is the fruit of your of the seeds that you planted. So what's going to happen now
You acting
is
like
that
there was a problem. You didn't have much anything good to say.
it, it's not that. No, it's not that.
Okay. Okay.
Um, the thing about it is, what's going to happen is now Wheeler is overcrowded. They already need a new building
Oh
because
wow.
they went to 3 services. What probably will happen is that there will be a crowd that say, you know what, I don't want to walk. The parking is bad. Um,
Mm.
there's going to be
They
some
got
people that
some
say,
seats over there at Brentwood for me.
there's going to be some people that say,
Yeah.
maybe there's a position for me to serve, and I'm gonna follow him over there to enhance. And
Okay.
so that overflow from Wheeler may be just enough to overflow Brentwood, even though Brentwood is a
Mm.
big church.
It is a
Now,
big church.
keep in mind, the minister of music at Brentwood right now is the V. Michael McKay.
Oh, that's right. He is over there. Oh,
Yes.
They about to turn Houston out again. Oh, they
And
about to turn Houston out.
yeah, I mean, but
My
it's
friend
a
Kathy Wilson let go over there still.
Kathy Wilson. That sounds familiar.
Yeah. She go to
I
Brentwood.
think.
She's with music and arts.
Okay. But yeah, so is that the reason why they was having Yvette Flunder down every so often back in the day?
Probably because of Kathy. Yeah, probably.
Okay, that makes sense. Because
Yeah,
back
because
in the
Kathy
day,
was on the board when Edwin was alive. She was a board
oh
member.
oh Lord, J. Rochelle, you remember me? Oh Lord.
That's what she said.
so
Hmm.
so man. Anyway, so um they are going to it's going to be good for him. um his preaching ability is just going to expand from here,
Yeah.
and he's going to I think he's going to do a bumper job. He's only
Mm.
been a part of one church all his life, but at
That's
that
amazing. That's
yeah,
amazing. Yeah.
yeah, as far as I know, that all I know about him is Will Avenue. And
Mm.
he has a twin sister named Agnes, and
Hmm.
she works on staff at Wheeler, and his mama goes to Wheeler. So it's
Well, for now, they got to follow their brother now. Got to follow your brother. Because I would tell my mama and my sister, pack it up. It's time to go.
but that doesn't always happen.
I would tell
Sometimes
them they better pack it up and let's go.
sometimes family, when I had my church in North Carolina, I just knew my mama, my mother-in-law, and and some of her family was coming over there. And child, they said we stand right here.
Now, I've been to multiple churches, doing the music and stuff, but my mama ain't never left her church when we moved here. Well,
Oh,
we did.
really?
We went to an apostolic church, then we went to a non-denomination church. She ain't never left that church.
Well,
Phenomenal.
my
Yeah.
mama moved to North Carolina when I did that remodel on that building. She said,
Mm.
"Uh-oh, something going on over here," and
Yeah.
she moved to North Carolina and she joined my church. She sure
Okay.
did. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
one thing about my mama, she always. My daddy was dead by then, but she could always support.
Mm.
But
Wheeler
anyway,
has just for everybody, they do have a great single one word, of course, that was sung at the AIM convention. And I think from there, it kind of just really took off. And we're hearing it out. Now the single is out from Wheeler Baptist. And what's his name? What's that man's name? Who sings
uh,
it? I can't think of his name.
Doctor
Dr. Somebody. Yeah.
Doctor,
But it's out.
and he comes out of Church of God in Christ.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I thought he was going to record that, but he just became the minister of music at Reed Temple over in Maryland at the AME Church.
Really? You
Yes,
know what? Somebody
yes,
did say something about that. I think
yeah.
I
He
know.
just
I saw it on his Instagram, I think. Yeah, he just became. Yeah. Who was
Now,
that Reed before him?
I don't know, because I know everybody was piled up at that other one, that
Where
other
Ricky
big
Dillon
AME
is,
church.
huh?
Yes, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That
And
AME
then
church.
I also
James
want to
Wayne.
commend Dr. Ratliff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, when he went through what he went through back in the late 90s, early 2000s,
Right.
a
Right.
lot of pastors would have folded up shop, found them in the new church, and went out of town. He stayed right there,
He stayed right
and
there.
he weathered that storm.
Mm.
So, and
That was a boy from Atlanta. Was it from Morehouse that he got caught up with? Or was it a I can't remember what that story
I
was.
don't remember,
Oh,
but
now you don't remember nothing.
that
You don't
that.
remember nothing, y'all.
But just imagine me watching it. I'm there sitting in my grandma because we would always go to my grandma's house. That was the meetup spot. And I was sitting in
Mm-hmm.
my grandma's house and we watching Channel 13 News. And he talking
Mm.
about, yeah, I want to go over there where the boys be dancing on top of the tables and stuff.
Did somebody record him saying that?
Somebody recorded him saying that. And
Oh.
I turned and looked at my grandma. You better turn that mess off my television.
Because that was her pastor at the time.
That was her pastor, and you better
Oh.
not say nothing bad about Dr. Ratliff. You hear me?
Mm,
But
mm, mm.
and my mama was like, mm.
He want to go where the boys are dancing on the table. My God, today.
And we got in my mama's Mazda 626. And my, and my mama called him everything but a child of God. Because you know, that was there was no
Mm.
such thing as bloggers back then. You know, you didn't
No,
you know,
no.
that was very taboo. And that news outlet just did him dirty. Same
But
way
I
they
think
did.
had he had bloggers, had we kind of been in place, do you think
Oh
he would have stayed at
Jesus.
Brentwood at that time?
No, no,
No.
he would have packed up his piano like that man on The Color Purple. Up, time to go.
It's time to go.
It-
Yeah, yeah.
he stayed there, but that was citywide. But you know what? Dr. Ratliff has been consistent, and that conversation that was not my business. And
Mhm,
I don't think, you know, I don't think after being on the other side of a scandal myself, I
mhm.
don't think that that should have been divulged to the public. But I
Well,
commend
I
him
mean, it
because he
never
showed us how to go through.
yeah, it never needs to be, but people feel it should be, but I don't it doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
He came here to Fresno and preached a couple times when I was at the Baptist church. He was friends with our pastor and he would bring him every year. He would bring him every
Okay.
year to preach. Ratliff.
Mm.
So I heard him a few times. He was always a nice guy to me. He was nice, you know.
Yeah. And Brentwood was the White Stocking Church. Now he comes
Mhm.
out of Dr. Ratliff comes out of a denomination called the United Holy Church of America
Oh, okay. Okay.
in North Carolina. Brentwood was
Is
very
that
set.
Pentecostal?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
Over there with let me see who comes out of United Holy Church. That's
Mm.
is really centralized on the East Coast. Trinitarian,
Mhm.
Pentecostal denomination. But they real churchy. They real churchy. Real
Okay.
churchy. Yeah. And but they he was his Brentwood was the church, and I think this is when my grandmother went. You had doctors, lawyers,
You had yeah, that's
everything.
what I had heard about Brentwood. It was
Pe-
more of the affluent people that went
Yeah,
there. They didn't
yeah,
have a lot of people there anymore, but who was there was
yeah.
still, you know.
Well, and a lot of people that were, that's the first place I ever heard of the boule. I didn't even know that existed.
What is that?
The boule is like there was Wayne Doltrafino. Jane, yes, absolutely. I'm sorry,
Mm.
Janae. But anyway, um, the Boulay is the very exclusive. It's like the grandfather of the Divine Nine.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it's you have the Boulay, you have excuse me, you have the Divine Nine, and then you have the Boulay, which is like the you have to be invited in. It's very
Hmm.
upper, the links, all of
Yeah.
that, you
Oh,
know.
okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
But
Jack and
he
Jill's and yeah.
yes, yes. He built what you see the sanctuary there, which is a
Hmm.
dome, but he
Yeah.
onto that sanctuary he built a community development corporation that
Mm.
is second to none.
Oh, this see this
Unless
these churches don't quite understand. You need a good CDC
yeah. I mean, at
to
one time
survive.
it had a McDonald's in there and a credit union
Oh,
and
wow.
and all of that, and it rivaled a hotel where they had banquet facilities. It was very nice. Last time I went in there was a long time ago, but it was very nice. It was very
I've been
nice.
trying to, I've been going through a rabbit hole trying to figure out who Johnson is. And what I'm looking at, it's sounding like he may have the opportunity to really get Brentwood back where it used to be.
Absolutely. And he's young. He's even younger than me. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
not 40. And he has a beautiful family. And
Hmm.
I just think, Houston could use another mega church. And
Yeah.
right now, Baptist churches are the ones that are becoming mega.
Mm.
Because we
Who's your
we
biggest
lost.
Black Pentecostal church there? And that could be Kojic or Apostolic, just the Pentecostal itself. You know?
Mm.
Mhm. That's
Sad,
rough.
baby. Sad to
Yeah.
say.
Oh,
Unless
wow.
unless I can be corrected, we really
Mm.
don't have a large Pentecostal apostolic Kojic. The church I grew up in, Williams Temple, was one of the best things going back in the day. But
Mm.
then it fizzled out when Bishop Woodard Jr. died.
Gotcha.
Um, and we had Abundant Life Cathedral. They were more charismatic. They didn't really identify as Pentecostal, but
Mhm.
and that is nothing. That's no more. Do you remember
Mm.
that church?
I don't remember that church.
That
Mm-mm.
was that was Dr. Ed and Sandra Montgomery.
Hmm.
And at one
Why does
time,
that sound familiar though? Ed Montgomery.
Yolanda
Huh.
Adams was going there.
Okay.
Uh,
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah.
church is absolutely gone, like without a trace, and no one knows
Mm.
what really happened. Dr. Sandra Montgomery died, and he's been doing like podcasts and stuff like that. But that was the place to be with over 10,000 people at one time.
Mm.
And then you had New Light Christian Center. They had 10,000 people of their own, and then that's no longer. I don't think they have 10,000 people. um I mean, it's slim pick. Oh, and we had now we definitely had a Pentecostal mega church here called Harvest Time
Okay.
with Bishop Shelton Beatty, and they
Mm.
used to have a big conference out here called Harvest Fest. And when he became a bishop, Houston had really never seen a consecration done on that order. And it
Mm.
was absolutely phenomenal. I ain't seen one like it, truth be told. And it was in a coliseum, you know, arena type setting. It was very, very nice. But
I
um,
always like to know who else was on the who else was the candidates for these churches. Jaber
mm,
says that she knows someone else who was trying to get Brentwood.
say their name. Say
Say
their
the name,
names.
Jay Rochelle. They sleep. They ain't coming over here.
I don't
And
know
if they
who.
if they went out for it, they went out for it. Just like we know that Marvin Sapp went out for New Birth, and some other preachers went out for New Birth who didn't get it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had my MDiv, I would apply it, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know my lane. I know they want that, that
Mhm.
education piece to be in order. But if
Oh,
I
they
was
do.
finished,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what it
oh
sounds like.
yeah. If I was
Mhm.
finished with that MD, if I would have applied,
Yeah.
and I'm, praise the Lord. I don't think I'm
Well,
too
maybe you
bad
do
of a
that. Go
preacher.
get your be his executive until you ready to do your own.
Hello,
Uh-huh.
hello,
You can't hear me?
no, hello.
He don't know nothing. He don't see nothing. He don't remember nothing. Now he
That
can't
lie,
hear nothing, y'all.
that lie got mighty tethered. That was hello.
Is it me you're looking for? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It
It.
was if a page I would, but it's been but his mom has been a member for years.
mm,
Oh.
I don't
Mm.
know, because they and he still had about, I want to say, about 500 people there strong.
Okay. So he's not going into an empty shell.
No, no,
Yeah.
definitely not. And if the folks ain't there, that money there, trust me.
Right. The money in the bank, baby.
The money is
Who
in
was
the
preaching
bank.
over there for Ratliff? Who was preaching? Just having different people come in.
He was having different people come. That transition process was very short. They didn't belabor the time.
Did you see the
Um,
picture I put on Facebook of Ratliff? He's really thin.
yeah, he had a stroke
Oh, did
and
he? Okay.
and was very sick. And I appreciate him for even recognizing, okay, my time is up, because he was trying to preach on Easter, and I was like, Rev, it
Mm,
ain't there. And I don't think they have any children, so
mm.
you normally, people with kids, the kids calling me, all right, we ain't gonna let daddy embarrass
Yeah,
himself.
yeah. You ain't just gonna fall out right in front of everybody
Right. So they
now.
let him preach that last Easter message, and he struggled through it. And you
Yeah.
could tell it was the end of an era. And 46 years of pastoring.
That's a long time. That is a
Yeah.
long time.
46 years of pastoring. And then they have another sanctuary that's big, that looks like it's about the size of Greater Bethany back in the day, the old Greater
Oh,
Bethany.
really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not
And
it's the octagon like Greater Bethany was or whatever.
No, it's
No.
just a straight shot. But for some reason, when I look at it, it kind of put me in the mind of Greater Bethany.
Okay. Maybe the
Yeah,
inside of it. The inside.
right,
Yeah.
right. But it's nice, and that pipe organ they have at Brentwood, Diane Bish has played there.
Mm. Mm.
Hmm. You remember that lady off the Joy of Music? And you got to
Yes.
be real old.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Mm.
And she has played there in her sequence and flared out dresses.
She was a hoot.
There was no such thing as YouTube back in the day, children. So you had to
Right.
watch what was
Yeah.
what was on
But you could,
TBN.
sometimes you could probably watch. Somebody probably put our stuff online somewhere.
Yeah. So she's played the organ there, and then the song "I Won't Complain" with Paul Jones was
Oh,
recorded there.
oh, okay, okay.
Uh-huh.
In that
Uh-huh.
church.
In that church
Mm,
right there at Brentwood.
mm.
And so it's a great church, and it has potential. So we have seen a shift in the landscape here in Houston. And so I think another church, you know, yeah, I think another mega
It will
church
be okay.
will serve well. And mind you, Houston is what, if not the fastest growing, one of the fastest growing cities in America.
Hmm. Hmm.
So there's always room for more. We need more apostolic churches. We need a
Mm.
mega apostolic church, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the people say the day of mega is over, but I'm of the persuasion, as long as you got heathens out there, you got folks that need to be saved.
Well, and the thing about it, and as long as you're getting back to some good traditional type of church, people are
That's
tired
true.
of this contemporary stuff.
Hmm.
They are
Yeah.
wanting some real meaningful, there's something they can
Hmm.
connect with. They can go to the club when it's time to go to the club.
Hmm.
They want you to turn the lights on and have church.
Yeah. I don't want to hear we go hard in the paint as we worship. I don't want to hear that.
Right. And quiet on the creek and all that.
I don't want to hear that mess.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Those
so,
are the churches that I think that are going to start swelling. Hopefully they don't just swell, but have some actual depth to them. But people are wanting, so I'm with you on that. I don't. I know that we have said we're not. Church is not going to be like it used to be, but I think it can still grow to a certain point where it could be in the rounds of mega.
yeah. I mean, when you look at Bishop Jakes, back in the day, you went to the Potter's house. He had
Mhm.
phenomenal praise and worship.
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
about when the carpet was still beige and red, all
Right.
right?
Yeah, I know they changed that carpet. You don't.
He had phenomenal praise and worship, and he had a great preaching word. But Bishop Jakes would go old school on you before he preached.
He would. He
You know,
would.
he was saying, "I got a river of life flowing out of me,"
Mhm,
before he
mhm.
preached. People liked that because it connected
Yeah,
with multiple generations. But
yeah,
now they up there. Did you see them dancing and carrying on in there?
yeah. Yeah, I seen it. I seen it.
And it's just
And
an
it's like, but
empty,
you know what? When I watched the JD, it was like, you guys are this freaking desperate.
desperate.
I mean,
They gonna turn that church. When you turn that church into Walmart, they gonna tear it up, brother.
listen here. Listen here. I was just like, oh, this is sad. Especially thinking back, what Potter's house used to be. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sad, sad, sad,
And
sad.
so when you look at that, these and it's sad, but now you're seeing the Willow Avenues rise up that offer that good solid mix that when you leave
Mhm.
you feel like you've been to church.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what the people really want, that feeling back. I'll
Mhm.
never forget that feeling we had. We were tired as all, but we had so much to talk about out at dinner. We just had, it was just a good time. A
Yeah,
good time. It's when church was church. We didn't just go in there. Now, I will admit my attention span, since it's not very long. I can't do more than about 90 minutes or so. But I
right.
still think you can have still a good service in 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
I went over to the UPC, I learned how to get out of church.
Yeah.
You you get a good tongue of interpretation. uh, The Lord has spoken. Let's go home.
Let's go.
If you want to come to the altar and pray, you can. But
You don't want that. Just start. Somebody just start.
thus said the Lord thy
Thus
God.
said God. Yeah. The
Yeah.
word I changed not. Oh, they used to go in at this church I used to go to. They would just go in.
Let me tell you something. When the words came, I'm telling you, now people say that's antics and all of that, but I believe
Mhm.
sometimes God was really speaking to us. I
Yeah,
truly
I
believe
think
that.
so too. I think people really forget that. Listen here, prophecy is still in the Bible.
Hmm.
Prophecy
Hmm.
is still, they said your sons and your daughters will prophesy. So that means if it's going on, God is still speaking.
Absolutely.
So, so you
Absolutely.
have to consider that. These people who want to turn it off and say it's not of this day, well, no, it's God is still speaking. He didn't, there was everything didn't stop at Revelations, y'all. Come on now.
Uh, St. James,
Oh,
I know you gotta go. I ain't trying to produce your show, but I'm gonna say
no,
this.
you're good. Go ahead.
There's another church in Houston that, his good associate that was young and ready, he
Mhm.
lost him. And that man moved to Dallas, and that church is doing very well.
What church is what's this?
There's a lily in the grove.
Lily Grove? I've heard
Mm-hmm.
of that church.
It's Reverend Anderson.
Hmm.
But it seemed like his preaching, he just gets up and just goes off.
Really? He one of them. He preaching at the people.
He has been. Now he's known as one of the best preachers across the country, but
Yeah, because
lately
I've heard of that Lily
he
Grove. Yeah.
seems aggravated.
Time to him
And
to step down and retire and live out his best life. How old is he?
he may be like late 60s.
Mm.
It's a good time to retire. The
It
church
is
is
a good
doing
time to
well.
retire. It is. I don't
You've
think you have
done
to
well.
retire when you're in your 80s and 90s.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mm.
Somebody said mine.
That's their church or what?
That's their church. I guess so. Is that your church, Jana Lou? I can't say your name, but
Mm.
yeah, it's a good time to retire. And I don't know, like he made a comment. Oh, this is Willa. I love y'all, but I'm gonna say this. He
Mm-hmm.
made a comment um about Willa Avenue that went
Mm.
viral. Did you see that?
What did he say?
Tell me now you up here up at Willa Avenue in the choir, and I didn't pay for you to go to school.
Ooh, he throw it off. I mean, he really bad.
And he was preaching Willa Avenue's Good Friday service every year, but he didn't preach it this year.
Yeah,
Dr.
social media. Social
Dr.
media.
Cosby didn't respond. He's not on social media,
Yeah.
but he showed did do a switcheroo and say, well, that's fine.
Mm.
We go bring in some young preachers this year.
Wow.
Yeah. And so, that was a standing, they have been doing it for, I know, at least 10 years. And he made that
Mm.
one comment. And I was like, why would you say that? You
My
fellowship with
thing
these
is,
people.
he said that at his church, right?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Then if he would have came over there and really cut up, he would have went over
Mm.
there and really cut up had they brought him over there again.
Oh, really?
We were so sad to see him go.
Oh,
So who
yeah.
was the one that left?
His name was Mark Lewis. He's in Dallas at Pilgrim Rest.
Okay. Okay.
That joke can preach. Good God, all day.
Mm.
That's a preacher. He can
Wow.
preach. He can chop that wood. I tell you. So
Mm. Wow.
so
Whew.
yeah.
It's so late. It's late. I gotta get out of here. Thank you,
Where
JD. Go
where is
ahead.
Courtney? Where is Courtney?
Probably somewhere asleep. I know she was on for 2 hours earlier, so I
They
didn't get a chance to catch it. I was out,
they
but
over.
yeah, she was on.
Yeah. And Delson, has he been on lately?
I haven't heard from Delson in a while. No, he was on like in the chat the other day, but he hasn't been
Oh,
on
okay.
the panel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I guess Jesse sleep. Jesse had a show, didn't
I think he has something, either a show shaking his behind somewhere or
he?
something. He has something going
Mm-mm. Not over here in Otis. Not Cool JC.
Right. You know how they do over there at Cool JC.
Yeah. Well,
So when
I
are you
miss.
going live next?
I'm going to go live probably Monday or Tuesday. I will inbox you. I couldn't get
Yeah,
YouTube
please.
fully functioning.
Put it in Patreon too. If you're in, I think yeah.
Yeah.
Put your link there. Let us know. Let's do something. Yeah, I want to make sure we get over there and support you.
I didn't have a lot of traction. Now, I used to go live and have at least 70, 80 people, but
No,
it was
with this here, it's a whole new thing. You're gonna have to build it up. You'll
okay.
build it up. You'll build it up. Don't
Okay.
worry about it.
Yeah.
Listen,
It
when I
reminded
started
me.
over here, I had 3 people listening to me. So
It reminded me of when I started my first church. I was like, Lord, what the fuck's that? You said if
give
I
me
build it,
deja
they'll
vu.
come. I was like, I don't like this.
You just got to keep talking. You got to keep going. The replays will come in. People will start watching the replay, and all of a sudden, you start seeing people subscribing from your video. So that's good. It's a slow thing, but just talk something right, and you'll be all right.
Well, I appreciate your mentorship.
Yeah.
I'm about to
Yeah.
sow
But
a
you got to let me
seed.
know when you're going on next so we can tell everybody then I can share you out and get everybody over there to you. Because in the beginning, regardless, you can try to be an island on your own, but that's what you will be.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Well, I on my page, on my YouTube page, I have over 2,000 subscribers.
oh, good. So
So
you,
maybe
yeah,
when I get that hooked up, maybe that would ding some folks to come on in. Because I've been
yeah.
uploading videos for years, just never
Okay,
really
okay.
did a live,
But you haven't
nothing.
gone live.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
And that's a
So
good thing
anyway,
because do you have your watch hours already that you need to be monetized?
yes.
Okay. So yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
just go. We'll get you. We'll do some things over there.
Yeah. So I appreciate you. I
All right,
appreciate you,
sir.
and I'll be trying not to inundate your inbox, but
No, you're good because
these,
I don't mind when people send me stuff that is some news I can use.
yeah, yeah. Well,
And things that. But a lot of people send me stuff that they just like. I'm not interested in just stuff you like because I can see that too. I have the same social media. It's like, if you think I would, want to either talk about it or it's just good information. Yeah, I don't
right,
mind that. But I
right.
mean, you see a funny video. I mean, keep that amongst your little friends, like I do.
And I don't care about it either. I'm like, why are you sending me this? Why are you?
Right.
I got one friend. Oh,
Oh,
he's my good friend. I called another. I say, Reverend, I done told you stop sending me this stuff. I don't care about Farrakhan. I don't want to see
right.
it. I don't care what he doing. And he
I have
called
this
me.
person who sends me everything on the Orange Man. I do not care what that man is doing.
Don't
I don't
care.
care. I'm not. That's not my platform. I don't care. I mean, we'll talk about what we need to talk about when the time comes, but I don't have one of those platforms to talk about that man like that. So I'm not
Mm-mm.
interested. I scroll
Yeah,
on by that kind of stuff don't even come in my algorithm because I don't stop and look at it.
yeah.
So
I don't care about some stuff.
mm-mm.
Praise the Lord. But I did from my live. I know you got to go. I'm sorry.
No,
I
go
could
ahead.
talk.
Go ahead.
From my live, I got a call from a presiding bishop because I hit on nepotism in the church.
Really?
And he
Mm,
called me to refute what I was saying. And I
okay.
was like, well, Bishop,
A hit dog hollered, huh?
oh, and that thing was howling at the moon. I said, well, Bishop, if that works for you and your church,
Yeah, go with
that's
it.
fine.
Go
Go
with
with
it.
it. I mean,
Yeah.
but it's
But
a
you
lot I can
hollering.
say
Why are you
about that.
hollering? Why you chose that you needed to tell me something and I'm just having a conversation about it.
I'm
Yeah.
just talking. And
Yeah.
basically, you have built the whole organization off
It,
of
off of
family,
nepotism. Mm,
family, family, and then you wonder, that organization alone has some of the greatest artists to pass through. You ever heard of
mhm.
Alvin Lindsay?
I don't think I have.
You
Alvin
never,
Lee.
you if you don't know him, you know his music.
Okay.
Uh, he used to write for Israel Houghton, Marvin
Well,
Sapp,
I know Aaron Lindsay, not Aaron
Aaron
Lindsay.
Lindsay. Well, Alvin
Oh,
is his daddy.
gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're products of that organization. The
Oh, wow.
presiding bishop's sister is the mother of Dietrich Haddon. Um,
Mm,
I mean, they have tons of talented people that came out of that organization, but it
mm.
was some kind of way it fell into the hands of like two or three families that were all intermingled,
Yeah.
and it feels like a family reunion when you go to the conventions. And you're just you know how you invite your friends to the family reunion, they can't really get
Yeah.
comfortable.
Right. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I love them, but anyway. All
I'm
right.
messing up this thing. I'm sorry. I was looking at this vertical live and it looks weird to me, and I thought I was fixing something. All
Okay.
right, so we'll talk soon. Thanks for
Yeah.
coming up, though. I appreciate you, man. You always got some
All
good
right.
information, good conversation.
Appreciate you. Thank you
Have a
so
good
much. Take care.
Sunday. All right. All right, everybody. We're getting up out of here. Listen, if you want to support the program, you can do so. Right at the bottom of the screen is your ways to give. You can do the QR code, and it'll take you over there and pick your way of giving. I appreciate each and every one of you gave. I think we got some jewels and gifts on tonight. I appreciate your support. I just want to pop in. It's 12 o'clock now. I know it's 3 o'clock, 3:04 on the East Coast. They're gonna say, "Say, James, you're crazy." Listen, it's only midnight here. That's all, just midnight here in California. So I appreciate everybody for coming through and hanging out with me. Have a wonderful Sunday. We'll see you soon, and good night.
All night and all day. All day. The angels keep watching over me. By this time, Miss Pearlie Daniels will be cutting up in the choir stand. Then Reverend will go on to encourage us and send us home with these words. Go home. Go to bed. Pull up the covers. In the morning, everything's gonna be all right. Lovingly submitted by the Fellowship Missionary Baptist Church.